Every day I'm looking for a way to return.
Hey there everyone, welcome back to Measure and Mix. Today I'm doing some Dollar Tree Easter DIYs, and you're probably thinking it's way too early for that, but it's really not if you are a DIYer, because you want to get ahead of these things. And I've seen a lot of new comments on some of my old videos from last year for Easter, so I thought I'd go ahead and get you a new video out. For this first DIY, I'm using these Valentine's Day tags that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to use the back side of them because I like the front side, and I think that this could definitely be a dual purpose sign, so you could use it for Valentine's Day or Easter, just flip it around. So what I'm going to do with the back side is just paint 2 coats of white chalk paint on the back. Now I'm going to use these poster stickers from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to spell out the word Easter onto one of the tags. Right in the middle, I'm going to center it, and I am just going to place them on there, making sure that is where I like them. Then I'm just going to press them down nicely, so that way I make sure I don't get any bleed through when I paint over them. I'm just using some regular gray paint that I had in my stash, and I'm lightly brushing over all of the lettering and not really doing it a lot, but just kind of doing like a dry brush over it. And then when I peel off the letter stickers, I'll be revealing the word Easter in white. Make sure if you're not subscribed yet to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any new DIYs that I share here on my channel. Now what I'm doing here is I used a free printable online. I'll link that down below where I got this. It's just a bunny silhouette, and I cut it out with my scissors, and I placed my tags, the Easter one on top of the white one, to make sure I knew where to place my bunny silhouette. Then I came back with some of this pink chalk paint that I mixed up for my Valentine's Day video that I still have a ton left over, and I'm just going to dry brush that all over this tag, holding down that bunny silhouette, so that way when I take the bunny silhouette up, I reveal the white Easter bunny. Now I'm going to take the sign that I wrote Easter on, and I'm going to flip that over and take the bow off of that sign and just place it on top of the bunny sign, making sure you can still see the bunny, and also making sure I line up the holes so that way I can still put my hanger through, which I did with just some twine. And then I came back with some more twine to make a little bunny tail. So I just added some hot glue on the bottom side of the bunny, and I wrapped some twine around it in a circle and placed it on top of that hot glue. And then I just started adding more hot glue and coiling that twine around, so that way it would make a little bunny tail. And that was it to this DIY. I added it to a lamb's ear wreath I already had, and I think it turned out really pretty for Easter.
It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind. No way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy. Don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch.
The second DIY is super easy. I was inspired by something I think I saw on Pinterest or Pier 1, I'm not sure, I can't remember. But anyways, I'm just going to take these 3 small clay pots from Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 3, and I just dry brushed some white chalk paint onto each one of them. Now I'm going to take this pool noodle that I already had, and I'm just going to cut up 3 pieces from it to fit inside each one of these clay pots. Now the pool noodle worked out perfectly for this project because of the hole in the center, but if you didn't have a pool noodle, you could use floral foam and cut your own hole out. Now I'm going to take some of these Dollar Tree twine carrots, and I'm going to take 3 of them and place them inside of each pot. And I just placed the tip of all 3 of the carrots inside those holes of the pool noodles, and that kind of held them up nicely, and then I just added some hot glue to secure them. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add some moss that I had from Dollar Tree last year onto the bottom of the clay pots on top of the pool noodles to cover that up, and that was it. I think this is super cute for spring. This next DIY, I'm going to use this wreath form from Dollar Tree, and I have this spray adhesive that I've had for a while, so I am just going to use that to attach some of this moss from Dollar Tree. Again, this moss came from Dollar Tree last year. I'm not sure if they still have it, but you could use Spanish moss or whatever moss you would like. I'm just trying to use what I have, and I thought the spray adhesive would help adhere better and not use a ton of hot glue. So I started off with that, and then I went ahead and finished filling up the back of the wreath with the hot glue and the moss. Once the moss was all covered, I just went ahead and took some of those twine carrots and laid them out all over the wreath, and then I just hot glued each one of them down the way I liked them. And then I left a little space in the center between two carrots, so that way I would have a space for a ribbon to hang my wreath. Now I'm going to go ahead and hang this wreath from the frames that I made in one of my Valentine's Day videos with the heart on it. I just removed that, and then I just placed the carrot wreath and hot glued it down, and that was it.
Turn back time, my soul in need of remedy. Don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough. Hiding away from everyone.
The last DIY, I'm going to make a Easter rug or spring rug. So I'm using this ribbed rug from Dollar Tree, but I'm not using the ribbed side, I'm using the flat side. And I found this rug online. I don't know where it's from, but I like the shape of it. So I'm just going to take a Sharpie marker, and I'm just going to try to freehand the bunny out onto the rug just by looking at the picture on my phone and then just drawing it out. And I think I turned out pretty well for just freehanding it, and I didn't really worry about messing up too bad because I was going to paint this. So if I needed to come back and redraw some lines, it was no big deal. Then I just took some scissors and just cut out my bunny shape, and the rug was really easy to cut with just some regular sharp scissors.
I don't know where I'm coming from. I fail to see right in front of me. There's a way I know.
After the bunny was all cut out, I went ahead and took that pink chalk paint that I mixed before, and I just painted the bunny with 3 coats of this chalk paint. I've never had a problem with chalk paint and painting these rugs with it. You could use outdoor paint or whatever you would like. I just always have chalk paint, so that's why I use it. But this rug is really absorbent, so that's why it took 3 coats of paint. So you want to make sure that it dries in between completely before you do the second and third coat. Now these stencils I'm using right now are from Amazon, and I will link them down below in the description box in case any of you are interested. They are just plastic stencils, and they are reusable, which I love. And they have uppercase and lowercase cursive lettering, and then they have a few other things included as well. But I just laid those out onto the body of my bunny and spelled out the word happy. I used white chalk paint to stencil the word happy onto the bunny. I wanted to break up the lettering, so for the word Easter, I went ahead and did that with these stencils from Dollar Tree and just did regular lettering, and I just used white chalk paint again to fill those in. You could definitely use these stencils for the whole thing, or you could even make your own stencils with your Cricut or Silhouette, which I attempted to do but failed at. So I was just utilizing what I already had, and I had these stencils from Dollar Tree and then the other cursive ones from Amazon, and I think that it worked out pretty well in the end. I like how the writing came out, and I think it looks pretty cute. Lastly, I wanted to add a bow around the bunny's neck because the original rug had a bow around it. So I just took a skinnier paintbrush and some of that white chalk paint and freehanded a bow. And make sure that you do seal this rug, especially if you're going to have it outside, with some Never Wet or some water sealant, so that way you can protect it.
Everything's gone. I've gotta be strong. Confusion in my mind. No way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy. Don't even know the enemy.
Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Share this video with someone you know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.